Johnson just showed the Venice Film Festival what real strength looks like. At the Venice Film Festival, Dwayne Johnson stunned the world not with muscles, but with raw truth. Forget muscles, this is The Rock like you've never seen him. In the Smashing Machine, he drops the superhero mask and shows the fight that really matters. Addiction, broken love, and the battle to live your dream, not someone else's. This isn't about winning in the ring, it's about surviving life when the odds are stacked against you. 15 minutes of applause proved it. This is The Rock like you've never seen him. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to the Daily World Pod by Zebratruth. I'm your host, Thomas Smith, and today we're unpacking the major story that has shaken up the Venice Film Festival yesterday. We're joined by our expert, Jane. Jane, welcome to the show. And let's dive right in, shall we? So, Jane, let's just set the scene. A 15-minute standing ovation at Venice for the Smashing Machine. I mean, that's not your average film fest applause. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock goes full MMA legend, prosthetics and all. Did you ever think you'd see him make a move like this?
Honestly, Thomas, I half expected him to stay in Fast Furious mode forever, just flexing and smirking. But here he is, dropping 60 pounds, sitting for hours in the makeup chair, and basically daring everyone to forget about his action hero past. That's gutsy. And judging by Venice, it paid off. It feels like everyone's talking about it, not just movie nerds. Dwayne Johnson said during the press conference, "I looked around a few years ago, and I started to think, am I living my dream, or am I living other people's dreams?" You come to that recognition, and I think you can either fall in line, well, it's status quo, things are good, I don't want to rock the boat, or go, I want to live my dreams now and do what I want to do and tap into the stuff that I want to tap into, and have a place finally to put all this stuff that I've experienced in the past that I've shied away from.
Exactly. Social media's been wild too. People are saying this isn't just a career pivot, it's therapy in public. Early reviews from major outlets praised Johnson's performance and generated immediate award season chatter. Benny Safdie directs the drama tracking Kerr's late 1990s ascent, his painkiller dependence, and his turbulent relationship with Dawn Staples, portrayed by Emily Blunt. Johnson literally told Vanity Fair he sat for 3 or 4 hours a day, watching himself disappear into Mark Kerr. That serious commitment, almost like he's smashing his old image as much as he's playing a fighter.
That's the thing, right? He owned being The Rock for so long. But it's almost like he's telling us, hey, I've got scars too. Let me show you. I saw a tweet that said, he bled vulnerability onto the screen. I know that sounds dramatic, but I get it. The movie's not just about fighting in the ring, it's about all the stuff we're fighting outside it.
That actually reminds me what really struck me is how Mark Kerr's story isn't just about MMA or addiction. It's about ambition, pain, and trying to keep your life together when you're crumbling inside. How do you think that resonates with people, especially younger folks watching all this awards buzz unfold?
It hits hard because it's real. Kerr was at the top, but inside he was falling apart. That's a vibe a lot of people get, whether it's school, work, or just keeping up with social media expectations on the outside. You're killing it, but inside, you might be totally stuck. Plus, the whole living your dream or living someone else's dream question, that's TikTok's unofficial motto right now. I bet a lot of listeners feel that pressure.
Yeah, and Johnson openly asking himself that, am I living my dream or just playing along for everyone else? That's a question that never really goes away. I saw one critic compare it to the pressures CEOs and creators face, not just fighters. The upside is, ambition drives us. But the trap is, sometimes it costs you your health or your happiness.
And that's where it gets messy. There's always a trade-off. The film isn't pretending there's a clean way out, either. I appreciate that. Like, the message isn't be your authentic self and everything works out. It's more like, it's going to hurt, but it's worth a shot. That kind of messy hope is relatable.
Funny you say that, Jane, because the 15-minute ovation wasn't just for the makeup or the fighting scenes. There's something raw going on here. Why do you think the crowd in Venice lost its mind? What is it about this film that made people stand and clap till their hands went numb?
I think it's because the movie gives permission to show the ugly parts. When someone as tough as Johnson cries on screen, or literally on stage in Venice, it tells people, it's cool to not have everything together. That's kind of radical, given we live in a world obsessed with looking perfect. Plus, Benny Safdie's direction is like, let's put all the pain on the table, not just the glory.
And it's rare for a sports movie to get this kind of love from critics and regular folks alike. Safdie's therapist analogy stuck with me about movies pulling out all your messy feelings, looking at them, and then putting them back inside. That's exactly what this film seems to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Audiences are hungry for something real. It's not just escapism. It's like holding up a mirror and saying, see, you're not alone. And that's worth standing up for. Maybe even for 15 whole minutes. Though, my legs would have given out by minute 10. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, so beyond the awards hype, I'm curious if this film is tapping into something bigger. What do you think it could mean for how we talk about struggle and success? Like, if you imagine the best possible outcome here, what changes?
Best case? Maybe we start seeing more public figures being honest about their weird, messy, difficult sides. Imagine if Instagram or TikTok feeds were full of people showing their failures as much as their wins. That's the hope, right? But the risk is, the industry could just turn vulnerability into another trend, like sad is the new sexy. There's always a catch.
Yeah, there's that danger of turning honesty into a brand like curated imperfection. Still, I'd take that over the old never let them see you sweat attitude. If nothing else, maybe young people watching Johnson go all in on this role will feel less alone about their own struggles, and maybe a little more fired up to ask, am I really living my own story?
That's the real impact, I think. If just a handful of people feel empowered to chase something genuine or admit when things aren't working for them, that's a win. And hey, maybe that's a more meaningful legacy than any golden statue.
Before we wrap, I want to sum up what we've kicked around. The Smashing Machine isn't just a festival, darling. It's a wake-up call about being real, taking risks, and deciding who you want to be even when it's scary or unpopular. So, Jane, if you could leave our listeners with one question or thought, what would it be?
I'd say next time you're scrolling through endless highlight reels, ask yourself, is this really my dream? Or am I living someone else's version of success? You don't have to have it all figured out, but you do get to choose your own mess. That's a lot more honest than pretending everything's always perfect.
Love that. And to everyone listening, what's one thing you wish you could be more honest about? Even if it's tough. DM us, tag us. Let's keep this conversation going. Jane, thanks so much for dropping your wisdom and humor today. It's been a blast.
Here's to more drama, more dialogue, and never settling for the easy narrative. Okay? On that positive note, that is a wrap for today then. Well, thanks to everyone for listening to the Daily World Pod by Zebra Truth. If you learned something today, or got a little fired up, share the episode, subscribe, and stay tuned. We'll be back with more from the bleeding edge of AI and Hollywood glam. Meanwhile, you can also visit our website, www.zebratruth.com, and download our app to stay informed and stay connected.